don't know. We know
Because
that
he
blue
might
because
see
that's how we've been
purple.
trained.
Because I see purple.
No, it's blue.
Well, purple, whatever.
Well, I'm
but
just-
you know what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
give- I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're a subject for another.
It was good, right? I see purple.
Sorry, I just threw it down. I'm sorry. But what I'm saying though is that red to me maybe if I'm looking at it, red's red. Your perception in your brain may not be the same as mine.
I agree.
But you've been taught that what you're seeing is red. Dude, we don't know what you're seeing. We have no idea what that looks like to you.
Mm-hmm.
No clue.
Well, you were
but your
talking
brain figures it out.
before Ray and Kendra walked in. You and I were talking about, listening is a huge skill. So it's like
Bingo.
I know what I'm saying, but are you interpreting it the way I'm intending it to come across? And that is a huge.
I agree.
Huge.
Okay,
Yes.
That's huge. Like,
Jesus.
So I could be saying something, but are you hearing that the way I mean for it to come across?
Let's say
Right.
you say the way you want to say it, and I understand it the way I want to understand it.
Yeah, because you're
That's
filtering what
yeah.
I'm saying through your life experience, and I'm filtering what I'm saying through my life experience.
Yeah.
So I might even have the best intentions, but it could come out wrong.
Yes,
It could
I
come out.
agree.
You
And
could be
that's
like,
why people
you could
gotta-
walk out of here and be like, man, that bartender Spencer's a dickhead. And I was like, man, I thought Ray and I were pretty tight. I thought we were cool, man.
No,
I thought we
Spencer's a
were cool.
dickhead, but that's fine. Now he's going to charge me double on everything.
That's why you gotta listen to understand. And like
Exactly.
try to
You
not
take
understand
it-
it from your perspective.
Take yourself out of your own body.
Take your feelings out of it.
When you listening to somebody, you take yourself out of your own body.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like,
Empathetic.
it's good to be empathetic, but how much empathy you gotta have?
No, but
Because most
if
likely,
you use it in the right perspective, it works. It
the
does.
most empathetic people and the most nice people and the most genuine people are the ones who get hurt back to back to back.
Okay,
So
that
on
doesn't mean you have to
empathy,
weed
I
it.
read a book recently because
Doesn't
I
have to
thought
be
it was
weak.
good to be empathetic.
And I'll explain it.
So empathy, by definition, means you take on the emotions and the pain of the other
Other
person.
person.
Well,
That's
you
a lot.
understand. You
Well, we
understand.
interpret that as a virtue, but the book I was reading was like, well, if you're a lung doctor and someone comes in and they can't breathe, you don't want to be empathetic. You don't
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
feel that
No.
person's pain. You want to be calm, cool, and collected. So I think not so much empathetic, but compassionate and understanding. Like, hey, I don't want to feel everyone's pain all day.
Yeah.
I want to feel good.
Yeah.
But I need to be compassionate that you might be going through something
So-
that I'm not going
so
through.
that
Yeah.
makes,
For sure.
so that,
Yeah.
so that
I
makes
like the
me
way
a
you said
realist.
that.
For sure. Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure.
So that makes me a
I
realist.
can turn this down.
Thank you. That makes me a realist. My realist says I'm a very empathetic person.
Okay.
I'm a very emotional person, but I do know how to put that aside and go, hey, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
So that's that. I mean, just because I'm empathetic doesn't mean I'm going to be a pushover on whatever. I just, yeah.
But you know what I'm thinking? Like, our generations are so different that you might not understand what's coming out. What we go through, especially as a younger generation.
Yeah, and it goes vice versa. We don't know what the
I'm
older
not so young.
generation has gone
I'm
through.
not so younger, but okay.
Yeah, I'm also young.
Like,
You're 18, right? 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes.
Well,
For,
no,
it's
actually,
not just generation. Yeah, you want to know?
I'm
It's not just
35.
generation
Hey, I'm
to generation,
35,
it's
but I
person to
have
person. I don't know
28
what
years
you've
of
gone through,
experience.
you don't know what I've
Okay.
gone through. I don't know what my parents have gone through. You don't know what I've gone through.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
add them together.
I'll let you
I
that.
agree. But don't you wanna agree with us, like, their generation when we live in, I'm sorry to say, we live in a fucked up ass generation.
I love
There's
an
no-
old
I just
school
became the
generation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We live in a
old school-
fucked up ass generation.
Well,
There's no nice way to say it.
I would ask you how you
different.
come to that conclusion. What is more fucked up about our generation? I don't know. I'm 30. I don't
Every
know what
I'm 30.
generation,
Okay,
every
so we're
generation
30.
before
We're the
has
same.
said
We are
that
the
about
same
the one
generation.
company.
Okay.
I would ask you, what? I'm not saying I disagree. I'm asking you, how have you come to the conclusion that our generation is more fucked up than the previous generation, or the previous generation?
Do you know how many backstabbing ass motherfuckers I encountered throughout my, let's say, the past 10 years?
No, I don't.
It's too many stories I can say that my grandfather's like, let's say, for example, my friends I was playing with when I was little. Okay, when you listen to our grandfather's stories or how their friendship, when you see them, they've been friends for like 50 plus years. You don't see too many of those nowadays. Friendships are breaking by the day.
There's no more long-term
by the
friendships
time you
anymore.
turn 30 in our generation, you're a loner. Everybody is gone.
Well, thank God my generation is not like that. But I will say this: every single generation throughout time has suffered the same thing that you're talking about.
I agree.
They have all said the next generation come up is they're full of shit. We don't know what they're doing. They're idiots. Every single generation has said that because there's change. And you know what? There's only one
It's
constant in
changed
this
for the
world.
worse.
There's only one constant in this world, and
worse.
it's change. And everybody, human beings, not only don't like to be proven wrong, but they do not like change.
Well, change is proving them wrong.
Well, let me say this,
I'm
because
telling you,
I'm
exactly. Thank you. You
millennial.
put that together.
I'm
Nobody-
generation
Nobody
Y.
has ever. Nobody.
I don't like the new generation for sure.
But you know what?
It's
They
like,
are-
and what I can say is because I am I know my generation. Then I have kids that are like 18 and this, so I'm still dealing with the other generation, even though I'm not living it. I'm dealing with it every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
what
just-
about
I love
the
what you said, by
generation
the
do you
way.
not like?
It's like social
Man, our
media, the
communication
internet.
skills is whack.
Yeah.
We don't
What
have
I would say is-
self-respect. We don't respect people. Bro,
Okay.
there's no
No, let me
social-
say what I want to say.
what age
What I would say, because I'm 36. I'm
And
gonna be
you?
37. So
Okay.
from what I see, the new generation is. It's like they have so much exposure to the outside world that they don't even know how to deal with it. They're committing
Yeah.
suicide more.
They're not
They're-
dealing with human beings on it.
Yeah, they're dealing with more with
so
bots.
I
They're
don't-
dealing with stuff that I didn't even grow up with a computer or a phone
Yeah.
because it wasn't here yet. It was just like they were just doing the tweets.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. I think that the scope of awareness that the average kid has today is
It's
far
too much.
greater than they need.
Yeah.
They don't. The average kid does not need to know. A 5-year-old doesn't need
Not
to
need to
get
know
online and see what's
Yeah.
happening across the world.
Yeah.
They need. So
And
it's like
that's
you
the
got to
problem.
start with knowing what's in your house, and then your neighbors, and then your neighborhood, then your local community, then it expands out. So we've done with technology. It seems like we've almost done the fucking reverse. We're more concerned with
horrible.
what's happened. We're more concerned with what's happening across the world, and we don't know
It's
our
horrible.
fucking neighbor's name.
Yeah.
It's children at home depressed because they're watching and they're like, oh, these kids are having so much fun with their parents. They're doing this. They have so much money, and they don't know the backstory of what's going on in these people's houses.
Yeah.
They just see what's online.
So I don't know if you can put that on one singular person.
I'm not
Or
putting
like
it on
the
nobody.
I'm not saying no. I
I'm
apologize
putting it
if that
on
sounded like that.
online. Look at it. It's lawsuits against Facebook, Instagram. It's
So,
all
I mean,
kind of stuff going
so-
on and settlement cases going on because this stuff is affecting these children. Children are killing themselves. They're having a relationship with sex bots.
Yeah.
You know, I've never heard of something like it's things that's on TV
Yeah, that's-
that I didn't even know about as a child that now my 6-year-old can run into because she may be watching a kid YouTube video and then another one pops up.
Yeah.
So it's a different world, and these kids should not be able to have to process certain things at 6.
Yeah. There should be some.
Yeah, it should be some
It
kind
almost
of
seems like there should be some sort of education on here's how to filter through the bullshit that you're
Yeah,
going to see online.
and there's no
because
filter
there's going to be
no
a
more.
lot of bullshit.
it's no filter no more,
It's
and
too,
that's
it's
the
too
problem.
much. It's too much.
Because they
It's
say
too
they
much
change,
information.
they
Oh,
say they
hold on.
change the children algorithms, but they don't. They still allowing them to have too much information in today's time.
I agree. It's too much info.
And I'm just
It's
going
too-
off what
it's too
I-
much
what I'm
in-
dealing
okay.
with.
So think about this, and I keep going back to this, and I swear to God, man. So I'm an IT guy, an athlete, and whatever. I've done all this shit. I've done bartending. I'm a people guy. I don't give a shit. So I keep going back to this. This part of your brain is not fucking fully developed. Excuse my French. For the camera.
Oh, no.
So it's not fully developed until you're like anywhere from 21 to 23.
Yeah, about
On
25.
average, whatever, somewhere. It is not. But yet
The
we're
frontal
pumping.
cortex, the cortex
Yes,
frontal
yes.
or whatever.
So we're literally pumping all this information into kids
Mm-hmm.
that don't need all that information.
Yeah.
They haven't even they don't understand how to process and handle this. And by the way, let's not even talk about the home life. When I grew up, my mom was always there.
Yeah.
I'm 62. My mom was always there. So I had a stable home of some type. My dad, he retired, when he retired early enough that he was always there too, for a long time. It was what it was.
It was
They
a
don't
lot
have that now.
more structure back in
Thank
the
you.
day.
Structure. Thank you.
But this is the thing, though. Do you think?
So let me say this one saying that when I became a parent, I'll tell you what, I was the guy that babysat. I did all I could change diapers at in elementary school. I was actually But when I became a parent, I got scared. I got scared. So I learned all this stuff. I read books and whatnot. Man, I gotta remember what I was gonna say. This is part about getting old. You forget stuff.
Yeah.
And I got
I do
about
it too.
18,000 things running through my head. But man, that was the point I was gonna make, and it'll come to me.
You say when you were little, you read books.
Yeah. Dang it.
You grew up in a stable family. I'm trying to help you with that.
Yeah, I know. You're going back in yeah, I know. It'll come to me, I swear.
It's called
Forgive us,
backtracking.
forgive us, please. Though they said, I'm
dude.
here. We here with.
My brain just went because I got so many things going through my head. I literally forgot what I was going to say.
No, it's okay. You thank you for your service. You had a couple years of war.
I swear to God,
It's gonna come back to him. Just give him a
Yeah,
minute.
he got it.
It'll come to me. When I do, I'm gonna let you know.
He was trying to get to his point. He forgot.
Yeah, because I have like
About
18
people
different
diversity.
things
I know
going.
before I stepped away and went to the restroom, you guys were talking about the algorithms are not tailored for children, and
Yeah.
it's almost too much information. So I don't know where the conversation went from there.
So-
So I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, from there he was explaining me.
Well, what I would say is, for me, I get to experience all the worlds. I've lived I was a baby in the 80s, but I've lived to watch older people, grow, and I also have different generations in my house from down. I have a 5-year-old, and I can go up and I have
You got to know the
know,
older
it's
generations. You
I
got
feel
to
like
understand them.
you know what I
I
was.
heard the
understand them, and
stories.
they're scaring me.
But the older generations teach you, and even if they scare you or not, it doesn't matter. You actually got to experience the older generations, the generational, all the way down,
I
the divides
appreciate
and
that part of my life.
Everything that comes
The part that we played outside, the part that
We're missing
we didn't
that.
need to be on our phones, like we didn't have phones.
We're missing that. I'm telling you. You know what?
And when I tell my kids this, they're
the
like,
interaction between human beings and
Whatever.
not having to deal with. I don't.
Well, I
call
mean, it is.
I
a
didn't call
little-
my grandparents on the phone. I went over and saw them.
We can't just say
I know
phones are
that's
bad,
like you
social
walk.
media is bad, and all that stuff like that because we're recording a show right now. on
no, I'm not
phone.
gonna say they bad. What I'm gonna
Uphill
say
in
is
the
the
snow.
access that it
Both
provides.
ways.
Yeah.
Because
And it's
a
not-
camera
My
can
mom was a
record,
desert,
Yeah.
right?
but a phone is access.
You get the point.
It's
You
access
walk.
to the world. And I guess it's up to. I
But
would
it-
say that it is the household as well. You can say that.
It's
Because
a
at the
little
end
bit
of
up
the
to
day,
the household, yeah.
you're giving them
but
that
it's-
access.
when you start thinking about solutions to things, we determine problems. Not everyone determines that this is a problem. There are some households that just don't have that same
Yeah,
worldview.
and they
that
remove it.
This access, they just don't have that worldview that access to information is problematic. They're like, no, it's a good thing. My kids know how to tell bullshit from non-bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's fine. So it's like, this is our worldview.
Yeah.
We seem to kind of agree on this a little bit. I think too much information is not good.
Yeah.
But if you suppress information, I don't think suppression of information is bad.
No.
I think that when you get to suppressing information, how far does that go? Because then you get into the territory of losing freedom of thought and freedom of speech, which how far does that go? Too far. Because if you lose freedom of speech, you lose freedom of thought. If you're not
Yeah, I
allowed to
agree.
speak, you're not allowed to think. If you're not allowed to think, who are you? You're nobody. You're a bot.
Yeah.
You're no one and you're nothing. Okay?
Keep cooking, man.
So it's like you can't. What is the
I'm there,
solution? Like,
man.
what
I'm
is the
there.
solution? You can't just say, "Oh, we got to suppress information," because it's like I think we need to be able to have discernment on what's bullshit and what's not. You can't suppress the bullshit because then you're suppressing expression. But you got to be able to tell. If we have better values and shit like that, you can better discern what is good and what is not good. What is valuable information, what is invaluable information. I mean, statistically, half of everything online is fucking false.
Exactly.
Statistically,
A lot of it.
statistically, half of
Especially
it.
with AI. AI is getting close.
I might be wrong on that
Oh, God,
fucking
it's gonna
statistic.
get
No,
even worse.
statistically, yeah, it's getting bad.
Statistically, everything online Like, if you look at everything online, half of it's complete, utter bullshit.
Yes, I
Not
agree.
brainwashed.
I agree with you.
But you can't tell someone they can't post it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then you're controlling their actions.
Their
If
freedom of
we want to
speech.
promote a free world, we can't say we promote a free world except for this. We can't promote free speech and then say you can't say certain things because that's
Yeah.
not free speech. That's curated speech.
Yes.
That's not free speech. So it is a double-edged sword when you
And
live
that's
in America.
the problem that we have.
Yeah.
And what I will say is,
Why do you determine that's a problem?
because free speech can be detrimental. It can get into the wrong hands. It can get into the wrong
Free
audience.
speech is free speech.
It is free speech, but-
It's when you bend it and you tell you put
Well, yeah, the
shit
part
out
where you
there
tell
as
lies
free
and
speech.
it's people like,
lying,
oh,
that's
I
different.
saw it online.
So
This person said it. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing because everybody wants free speech, but
So I go back.
it's
to
like
this.
it's people that's not obeying the rules of free speech. They're not being honest or
You know what's
truth.
funny when I see people say free speech, like, and people go on ranting about free speech. America don't even real. You know, this is what if I get pissed at certain stuff because I saw so much, right? I've been in different countries. I swear to God,
Me as well.
in certain countries in 2026, okay? If you come out and you say, hey, fuck you, you're going to jail. Fuck you.
Yeah.
In 2026, right now, in America, a police officer can stop you. Hey, can I have your ID? You can say, fuck you, suck my goddamn dick. Guess what? As long as you haven't been physical,
You're not
And
committing
you
a
haven't
crime.
you're not
threatened them.
committing
You might
a
go to
As
crime.
long as you
jail,
haven't
they
threatened them.
No,
Being an asshole is not committing a crime.
No. If
But-
he takes you
but
to
10%
jail
of the time
and
you
you got
go
a
to jail.
and you got a good lawyer, man, you can
Yeah, you gonna get 'em.
you get in that city.
Yeah.
If they take you to jail, for
But
saying,
everybody
"Suck my
ain't getting
goddamn
away
dick."
with it, I promise.
In America, yes, but in different countries, I know some countries I
You're
swear
right.
freedom of speech don't exist. But you know what? One thing about them, they gonna know what to say and what not to say. It's a certain respect going around because you know, let's say Putin. Do you
That's
think
what it is.
do
There's
you
no
think
respect
Russians
anymore.
do you think Russians are coming out and talking smack on TV about Putin?
No.
Go.
But we can come out and say, hey, Donald Trump, fuck you. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about America. But same time, I feel like the two extremes is bad. Too much freedom of speech is bad. Shutting up too much is bad. That's why we always gotta find the right balance.
And
Right.
that comes up to the individual and their personal accountability and values.
But
Because
also,
if you say,
Bigger.
well, we can't allow too much free speech. Who are you speaking for? Are you the authority? Not you personally, just whoever body, government entity. Are we voting the people to create another government agency that says what can and cannot be said? Is that
No,
how far
not-
does it go?
no, how
so
far?
if
All
you
right.
well if you take it we implement non-free speech, that's gonna go just as far bad in the direction of free speech.
Yeah.
But let me
Just
tell you
walk.
what free
I'll
speech
take
is
it.
doing, for example.
Can
Listen,
I get a word in edgewise? I swear to God, everything you guys said, awesome. However, here's the deal. Dude, I'm the
I wanna hear the
62-year-old
older
guy
person.
here. And I'm educated pretty well.
yeah.
So, you're talking about, freedom of speech.
Yeah.
It's all great. Let them talk all they want to. The biggest cure for our ails in this country and anywhere in the world is education. The proper
I agree.
education.
I agree.
Okay, and critical thinking. We go back to, he and I had a long ass conversation right before you guys logged about critical thinking and how that comes into play, whatnot. So if you have those two things, you teach kids at a young age critical thinking and keep beating that into their heads, into whatever their adulthood, because not everybody goes to college, so you can't teach it there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
But even
I think the education
Don't you think
system
you
is
can
crap.
you can have your
don't you
thoughts
think
all
the
you want,
education
but then I
system
could
is
go
one
whatever.
reason that's crippling like kids this generation? Don't you think the education
crap.
system has something to do with it?
It does
'Cause
because
let's
we're
be
not
honest,
teaching
everything-
them what we should.
Yes, everything that I learned in school was bullshit. Till this day.
I think well, I don't know what the education
Do you know how much money my parents spent for me to study properly?
No.
It's been a
And guess
couple
what?
of years.
I was studying in Africa. No disrespect, but the average African school is crap.
Yeah.
Thank God I was blessed to go to a private school. But how about those millions of kids that I saw every day walking to like uncomfortable schools? They sit at 10 on a bench,
I never had to do that. So.
you know?
Done or one more?
Well, that's fine. Hey, I'm enjoying
I'll
this
take one
conversation.
more and we're
I'll do
done.
this all
let-
day
yeah,
long,
let-
man. I'll talk this shit all day long.
I know, like great vibes. You see when great personalities meet, this is what happens.
Pretty open-minded.
Yeah, this is great
I
energy. You
love-
believe
I
in
love
energy?
Patron and soda.
Yes, and
You
I
believe in energy, Spencer?
Yeah.
I know you believe in
and I
energy.
believe in
Spencer.
open
Right.
thought. Open thought is awesome, man.
I know. So
I don't get
this
this
is
stuff.
just to say, like, sometimes I tell people about Africa, so people in America can understand and be grateful of what they have over here, because it's a country right next to you where their median salary for a year is $100. I know I saw people living yearly with not more than $500.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like it's some people that I know. If you give them $200, they're gonna pray for you every day they eat.
I was over 20 years Air Force.
They won't be
I
like,
know
"Hey,
all the
Spencer,
plans. I know.
My
I've
son's
seen
going
some
to the Air
things.
Force in
Yeah.
2 months.
I've seen good for it. That's all.
I'm so excited about
I know.
it.
It'll do him a world of good.
He signed a 6-year contract.
But I trust me. I understand exactly. I've seen things that I went, what?
Yes,
I'm telling
yes.
you, man.
So if we circle all that back to why is the world not on the same page about it?
Thank you.
Why?
That's literally
What is
what
the
I wanted
answer?
to do.
Nothing.
Why?
Well,
That's awesome.
No,
That's awesome.
so
I have an answer. I'm gonna say it at the end. But you know, I have an answer.
I got an
for it,
answer
but
too.
I want to hear other people's opinion about it, because
I think it's because I don't think there's one answer. I think it's just because human beings are diverse.
Yeah.
I think it's just human beings are diverse. I think
That's one.
my
That's
bias
one.
my bias is that we can all agree to like not hurt each other. But not everyone thinks that way. And I don't know why that person doesn't think that way. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think we should all I'm like that seems pretty basic. We should all at least agree to not hurt each other.
I agree with you.
But-
That's simple.
That seems simple to me, but
That's
that
simple.
doesn't seem simple to
Yeah.
everybody.
So
But so that's where I'm like, I don't know what the answer is, because I'm like, if it were up to me, we would at least agree to hey,
Not
not
hurt
hurt,
each other.
each other. We don't
Let's
have
not
to
kill each
agree.
other, you
Hey,
know.
we don't got to agree on everything, but we can at least decide that our
I
disagreements.
love this.
okay.
That's what I think.
Agree
I'm-
to disagree.
No,
We
no.
we don't have
I
to
love
agree
you.
on everything, but we can
Yo.
at least decide, like, hey, our disagreements don't need to lead to me killing
Killing
you
you.
and you killing me.
Me, yeah.
Like,
Oh
it
my
doesn't
God.
have to go that
Agree to
far. We
disagree.
might not be
Yes.
best friends,
Yeah.
but we don't have to kill each other. I think that's basic.
That brings my why. I'm gonna give you my why, right?
Let's go.
That's really basic.
Remind me about that Star
Those-
Trek. I
those
got that
killings.
phone.
What do people generally kill each other with?
Love.
I don't know.
Guns.
I said that wrong. Love. I
Guns.
said love. What?
Yeah.
We kill each other
Guns.
with love?
Guns,
Shit.
arms.
But they kill each other with the intent.
It
No,
gets-
Even if guns
No,
didn't
with
exist.
what tool? You if they're using
I
something,
mean, if I had
It's a gun.
if I
It's a
had to
gun.
guess, it would be guns.
Oh, yeah.
or a knife or a tool, they're gonna
Usually
use a tool.
some sort of tool or weapon.
It's all
Yeah,
over
a
economics,
weapon,
but
right?
that's fine.
You
Some sort of
can
weapon.
agree on that, right?
Yeah. Usually some sort of
Usually,
weapon.
okay. For the most parts, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah.
Who is benefiting out of that deal? Like those guns, armors, wars. Who's benefiting?
Financially, yes.
The people
Let's
that
go
made
deeper.
those.
Let's
The
go.
people that made those guns.
Let's go deeper. Let's just go deeper. You don't even have to say out loud. Just look at me. I just need that look. Once you understand, I just need that look.
So I
agree.
know you're trying to get to the weapons manufacturers, correct?
Yes.
So let me ask you this: which existed first, the weapons manufacturers or the need for weapons?
Weapon manufacturer.
The need for weapons.
The need for weapons existed first.
It's a chicken
so
and egg
you
deal.
shut
It's
down
chicken and
one
egg.
weapons manufacturer. Someone else is going to build. As long as we have a need for weapons,
Yeah,
as long as we have the
need for
desire to kill each other, The desire to kill each other is why the weapons exist.
Yes.
The weapons did not create the desire to kill each other. The desire to kill each other created the weapons.
The
So if you
desire
look-
to protect yourself.
You're right.
also
well.
that too. Well, why do you need to protect yourself? Because somebody's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
So if
Right.
nobody's trying to kill
But
each other,
This is I can't.
Because I've had a gun
I
and
came up
nobody's
with
trying
this-
to
Watch
kill
Star
me.
Trek, the original
can't-
series. I'm telling you, you guys need to watch Star Trek, the original series. What everything we talked about is taught in that whole fucking series. Gene Roddenberry was so
Star Trek.
fucking smart, and I'm
Star
telling you,
Wars.
he
Oh,
literally, there was one episode. He looked at, it, he goes, and Kirk's sitting there, the Captain Kirk, he's sitting there, he goes, and some entity looks at him and says, "Well, you know, we need to destroy you because you're brutal." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You're killers." He goes, "Yeah, we are." But you know what? I, as a human being, yeah, I'm a killer. I'm brutal. I'm a killer. But you know what? I decide today I'm not going to kill, and tomorrow I do the same thing. Every day I decide I'm not going to kill today. And the way he did this, the way Roddenberry wrote this series, it's actually phenomenal. The
I'm
guy
gonna look
was
into it.
way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I watched this when I was a kid.
Oh, but
And then I watched it again as an
Star
adult.
Wars, everybody.
Star Wars.
No, I'm talking about
Star Trek.
But
Oh,
I'm talking about
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek,
Okay,
the
Star Trek.
original Star Trek, the original one that came
Yeah,
out in
quickly,
66.
words just.
Yeah.
It changed.
I
Yeah,
read
quickly,
Star
what happened?
Wars.
Hey, I heard.
Yeah, it was 10
I
seconds, the words got misconstrued.
I promise you, I heard Star Wars. I'm not saying.
60,
65,
60 this came out in 66, 66 to 69. It was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, I went.
And I watched that not long after
I
that as a
wasn't even a
kid,
thought.
this big. And then I watched it several times throughout the life, and as an
Okay.
adult again, not too long ago.
Okay.
I'm talking about, dude, it was so controversial that the first two episodes, the first two seasons, they did that, and they actually canceled it, and then one other network picked it up. So think about this: the Bridge of the Crew back in '66 was, it was a Russian. Of course, the captain was a white. It was back in '66. It was a white male, but the
Australian.
white male, no American, but it was a Russian, I think a Japanese. What was the other one? I can't remember, but it was Scottish, and of course you had Spock, who was the alien,
Okay.
as an officer, and then there was a black female officer
Wow.
as a communications officer. Back in '66, this doesn't happen. This is
Yeah.
how it was so controversial. Roddenberry didn't give a fuck. I had a conversation with his wife later on. I was in the Air Force and we were at a competition and she came up to, we had a party and there was a Star Trek convention going on, which was cool as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all that shit. But anyways, she came up and joined our party.
Okay.
Because we requested him. I knew some people, and it was like, God damn. And we had that conversation, like, how brilliant was he? And she,
Very brilliant.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to watch them, they're really kind of corny, and it's old,
I'm open right now. Watch
it's
it.
old, it's old, what's the word am I going? It's special effects and whatnot, but you know what? Look at the lessons that he taught. It's
That's what I was going to say. As long as it has a
Fucking
message in
amazing,
there,
man.
I'm
So, Ray, when you're-
it literally took my life in a different direction. I mean, it taught me how to think about humanity and what's best for humanity, and that's what Gene Roddenberry was thinking. That's what he did.
I want to circle back to what you were saying about the weapons manufacturers. Because
No, I'm saying, listen, I'm saying
Well, not
at the
that-
end of the day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, whether you agree or whether you disagree,
Yeah.
I feel like we, as human beings and as population, we are all puppets to a bigger agenda.
You think so?
I know so.
I
'Cause
have entertained both. I honestly have entertained both, and that's why I'm not trying to always just disagree with you if it sounds like that. I'm
No,
doing
no,
that because
no,
I'm trying
no,
to
trust
spark,
me.
like, have we all agreed that? Because a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
Have we all agreed that we're puppets to a bigger agenda, and therefore we're living that out, or are we really kind of all just a little delusional? Like, respectfully, I think it's a little bit of both.
I think we can be delusional, but I think the delusion is not seeing that at the end of the day there's an agenda. Cause listen, when you look at some artists that say some stuff on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, just look at some people just getting shut down
Yeah.
for saying one thing.
Yeah.
And in America, you can take your gun and kill a motherfucker and walk free. Dave Chappelle said that, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
But once you say something to the alphabet letter people, no disrespect. I don't judge nobody. Camera is rolling. I don't, you know, we
know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Whenever you say anything to them, you're dead.
Yeah.
Buried under the ground.
You're inconsiderate. You're homophobic. You
Yeah.
get labeled. You get labeled. You get charged. You get.
This, that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what's the reality?
So let me ask
If you say freedom of speech, me as a black person, every fucking day I walk, people don't accept me because of my face.
Yeah.
I have to deal with that reality.
So how do we,
And that's unfortunate.
So how do we get to the point of education?
So you remember when I was talking about empathy?
I know.
Yeah,
but
we're still.
You remember when I was talking about empathy?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to feel empathetic if I am still not accepted in 2026? We're in 2026. I can walk into a place, as soon as people see me, they label me. Even today, I walked into a place, everybody took their guards. As soon as they saw me, why is it? It's just because of my face.
You talking about the French restaurant?
Yes. Did you see that shit? I'm not making it up.
Okay.
And how am I supposed to feel empathetic to anybody in this world if no empathy is given to me? Just because of my color. God damn. I didn't choose my mom.
Yeah.
You know?
I know, you want to be treated like everybody else.
Exactly. I'm colorblind. If I fuck with you, whether you white, blue, I don't give a chatu sa chapa datan damn about your color.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I say the same thing because I do the same thing.
And this is reality in the world. And a lot of people, great people got shot. You see them, they pop somebody, they still working. But this guy just popped somebody. But as soon as he says something stupid to one of them, not all of them, one of them, it's over with. So this is the world where I'm saying, I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, it's a bigger agenda. Whether I know of it, whether I don't know the agenda.
Yeah.
I don't know what the agenda is.
Yeah. I don't know what the agenda is.
You
I-
don't. We don't.
The
We don't
agenda
know.
is for everything to stay the same.
The agenda is for, because look,
Well, I think people who.
there's one person that's the richest person in the world. One person.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? There's one person that's the richest person of the world. And that one person is known. You have an agenda, brother.
Yeah. So he has the most financial resources.
Yes.
Not everyone would say that's the richest person in the world. Some people would say they're the richest person in the world based on their family, based on their community, based
No,
on their
I
job.
agree what you're saying.
So like,
'Cause you
he
can take
he
Elon.
can't go to Target.
Listen, you can take
That
Elon.
sucks.
You can't go to
He
Target.
can't go to Target because there's a line of selfies. Everybody wants to take a selfie.
Yeah, for
Richest person in the world who's known, he can't go in public.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
can't
for
go to
sure.
Starbucks.
I agree.
So like, how do you define
But he's
rich?
still
I like,
trapped.
I like
Financially, no, we talking about financially.
financially.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, I mean,
We just talking about the
we
money.
talking about the money and.
Yeah, technically.
But
yeah.
so I'm not. It's like, yeah, he's got the most financial resources. It's all tied up in his company. I think who we're talking about, Elon.
Yeah, Elon.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
he's all most of that's in his companies. He doesn't have that money in his pocket.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all in his
I agree.
companies.
I agree.
So his agenda, I think he's.
It's his net worth. Let's say it's his net worth.
Yeah, but
It
it's,
doesn't mean he got like 500 million cash.
Yeah,
sitting
those
in the
are
bank.
assets and all those things like
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
for sure.
as far as a greater agenda.
But
I
the
think-
richest man on earth was Mansa Musa.
Was.
Hey, hold on.
Because he's no longer
I'm not.
popping up.
No, hold on.
He
Let me.
used to.
Let me hold on. He's the richest man to ever walk the earth. He had his money cash though, because they had gold, reserves of gold.
Who's that?
Mansa Musa, the richest human to ever walk the earth.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long ago?
this was in the
Might have
16th
been a couple
century.
of days ago.
Okay.
I mean, a couple
that's
years
why
ago.
No, a couple years.
Because I pulled him up a couple of years ago, but he don't pull up anymore.
No, Mansa
The
Musa.
guy from Mali.
Yeah, Mansa Musa, not a couple years. That's from the 16th century. This guy, everywhere he walked around, like, if he came to Destin, the price of gold would go to zero.
Yeah.
like everywhere he walked to, the price of gold went to zero. It was like it wasn't. That's how much money he had. He did, and not only that he had it, every country he went to, he made sure every single body ate. You know.
Yeah.
So that's from Mali. I just wanted to tell that to the chat. So let's get back.
So back to the,
going
if
on?
there's an agenda, I'm not saying there's not, because I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
But
know.
what can we do about it? I think a little bit is education. I think a little bit is critical thinking. I think a little bit is open
most of it is
conversation.
Yes.
Not being divided. And like what you've done, you're speaking your truth. Even if I agree with most of what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like,
No, even
you
if
got,
you don't agree,
even if I don't agree,
Yeah.
I think it's important that you like.
you're giving me the respect.
Oh, to listen for sure.
Yes,
and
exactly.
you're giving me the respect
Absolutely.
to listen.
Exactly.
And that's like that alone, and just like being who you are, helps because you're going out and saying like, hey, why are we not on the same page?
Yeah.
Why are we killing each other?
Yeah.
This don't make no damn sense.
I agree.
We're all on one fucking planet.
I agree.
Why the hell are we killing each other?
I agree.
The planet is a big ecosystem.
I agree.
Like this doesn't make any sense. Why we would be killing each other? And what is this? Like this agenda doesn't make any sense. Like everybody says, oh, it's the elites. I don't believe in elites. I don't believe is elite.
there are those.
You know
What
what?
I don't believe is elite is a small theoretical group of people, controlling media channels and propaganda machines. I don't think that's elite. That's not elite because these people don't go into bars. They can't go into public places and talk to you about what's on their mind and why they think the way they
But
think.
they're the ones
so if you
controlling.
have to hide behind 20, they're not controlling me. Fuck them. Dude, if you gotta hide behind 20 channels
Yes.
to get your point across, you're not elite. You're a pussy.
But they make
You're not elite.
But they make the policies of the world that affect us. every
Pussy!
day.
Yeah, they make
So
policies
they-
of the world that affect people that don't
So they
affect them.
are.
That's scary. They're
Yes.
not,
I know,
that doesn't mean they're elite.
But
It means
they're
they're in
affecting
control.
us. I know they're not elite. They're just in charge.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're smarter than you.
No.
It doesn't mean they're smarter than Red. It
They
doesn't mean they're
just-
smarter
they
than me.
just
It
have
doesn't mean
more
that,
money.
it doesn't mean that they have a
They just
better,
have
more
more money.
character than anyone here.
no.
It's just the position they're in. Same thing as like the owner of this bar. He's a great guy to me, but it doesn't mean that he's more or less elite than I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think that any singular person should ever think that there's an elite group of people controlling them. Whether or not there are some groups of people who have more power and influence than others, I don't think it's good for the individual to say, "Oh, there's an elite group. I can't do shit about it." Because that's once you decide that you're helpless and
You
you're
give up.
sub-elite or you're
You gave up.
subhuman, you've decided that for yourself, and that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
you
So
gave up.
that's the biggest lie. Is I think us believing the propaganda. It's not the propaganda. It's
Yeah.
us believing the propaganda.
But okay, there's two ways to go about it. That's one way. The second way is, hey, is all this bullshit going on? Or these people don't want a person like me to succeed. So what do? They say in my language, ichesli. You gotta pull your pants up and tie it, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta tie it to your waist. You gotta
Tighten your belt.
tighten your belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. And when they say that, that means you gotta take courage. Maybe it's not easy. You can choose to be, oh, the elite is coming after, or you can choose, hey, fuck the elite. Even if they're trying to stick they put sticks in my wheels, I'ma still continue spinning.
Yeah.
You know
Get
what I mean?
up. Just get up.
Just get up and do it.
Just
something.
get up.
That's it. But even God says this in His own words. You don't just sit down and pray, God, please help me. You pray, hey, God, help me, and you get your ass up and you go fucking work.
Yeah.
Yep. You gotta do it.
You don't just sit in the corner, hey, please, God, oh, God.
You have to make the effort.
It's two ways. You can sit down, cry, oh, God, or you can, hey, God, I fucked up again. I'm sorry. Please help me and get your ass up and go work.
Well, you gotta make the effort.
You
Exactly.
gotta go work.
I think God is kind of like, okay, so when you look at that, I think it's just the way you're talking about this is if you're not going to help yourself, He's not going to help you.
He's not going, nobody,
People,
period.
I've said this today. I said, look, I'll help anybody who's willing to help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not willing to help themselves. I'm going to do it for them. Then I'm just wasting my time and money.
I agree.
Because then also what you're teaching them is that they can sit around and do nothing.
I agree.
You're teaching them that. So imagine like
Exactly.
this: if you teach a kid to tie his shoes versus you tie his shoes every day for him.
Okay.
What do you want? You want to teach him to tie his shoes, so now he can tie his own shoes, and maybe he can teach someone else to tie his own shoes. It's the
Right.
same analogy. teach the man to fish. Don't give him fish every fucking day. Because
Yeah,
if you give
you
him fish every day, you breed dependency, you breed helplessness.
Yeah.
Versus if you teach him, then you
I agree
you
with you.
empower him, and then he can empower others.
Give the man a fish
so
he eats
right.
for a
I
day.
could teach
Don't
you
make it
one
easy.
thing.
Teach him the fish he eats for a
Right.
lifetime.
So if I were
Give him
I
a
was speaking
skill,
to
don't make
somebody,
it easy.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that.
if you were
Heard that.
like, if I were to teach you one thing, I don't know what that would be. You already know that listening is very important. That's what I would say is like
Yeah.
super important. Is like, you know, listen to people. A lot of people have told me that.
Yeah.
And then you pass that on to one person. They pass that on to one person. They pass that on to one person. It's like a good infection.
Yeah.
That
It
spreads.
is.
And
It is.
before you know it, you've got
It
a
is.
population of people who are like, hey,
Somebody
it's just
said,
as
"Just
important.
listen."
It's just
So-
as important to listen. So it's not even that we have to go out and, you know, go into college campuses and raid college campuses and make the biggest scene. You gotta just be genuine who you are every day. Because you
Of
can
course.
tell one person, if you did one person a day for 10 years, that could be millions of people. And before you know it, the world's
Because-
changed and you
Yeah.
didn't do nothing special.
So
Yeah.
okay.
You didn't do shit. It's like compound fucking
That's
interest
true.
on good virtue, bro.
I,
It's you compound. You're
so-
investing.
People's
You're investing on
lives
basic
off of
shit.
What you say?
So
You're
what-
investing on basic
I've
shit.
said this. I've said this forever and a day, man. It's like, okay, so I love talking to people about all kinds of shit, and people are like, "Why aren't you a motivational speaker or whatnot?" And back in my day, man,
Yeah.
I was really there.
Okay.
So, but the funny thing was, you know what? I don't have the clout. I don't have the money to do that, but I can change the world one person at a time. If I change this month, if I change 3 people's point of view, then they'll go out and change each one of those. Change 3 people.
I agree.
Yeah,
Each one of
'cause it
those
spreads.
change.
It's like
so it
referrals.
spreads.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But what you were trying to
With
say
no
earlier about the fishing thing, dude, let me tell you, give a man a fish, he's eating for a day. Teach a man to fish,
You'll fish forever.
he eat for
Yeah.
a lifetime.
And then he can teach
you
somebody
never
else
eat
how
for
to
a
forget
lifetime.
that skill.
And that's what a boss is.
But
Because
you
people
do that.
This is what I tell people. Like they like to say boss.
It's a
What a
simple
real
lesson.
boss is not you have money. No, is that you can put people on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put people in
Do
position.
you understand?
You
Yeah.
do what?
Put
put
people in
people on?
position, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
You being called a boss is you giving the opportunity of a lot of people to become bosses.
Yeah,
That's
like
when you
say
call
you're
a boss.
a poor man.
Yes.
But you know you're
got it.
resourceful, so you can say, "Hey,
I
do
misunderstood what you
this,
said.
do that," and
Yeah.
this person succeeds. That's what a boss
And,
is.
and you're sitting in the back.
Not a
in that
person
place-
that has a
Exactly.
full bank account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know a
You
lot
know?
of people, they have, literally, I know people, they have millions.
Mindsets.
Yeah.
Mindsets are funny.
But
But they don't wanna
at
have-
the end of the day, them having a million don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I'm happy. And when I see you, I don't feel jealousy. I just see, if he can do it, maybe I can. It
That's-
gives me
and that-
courage.
that is the
And it
correct
doesn't
approach.
mean I'm jealous
Yeah.
of you. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. I want to have millions. Not only that, but I want it to be as legit as possible. I wanted to benefit people around me.
Yeah.
I just don't want to just have it. No.
Of course.
It's some people
I
that
have
wouldn't
people, I swear to God, I know people that are really hungry. If I send them $10 right now, they pray for me every fucking day. I have those people in my life. And they call me. I'm not even joking, I swear.
And the sorry
$10.
part of that is there's too many of those people in the world. And the sorry part of that is there's too many.
It's too many of those
And
in
there
the
would
world.
be there would be 0 of those people in the world if the world was all on the same page.
Thank you.
The world could never
If
be
we
on
all
the
work
same
together,
page. That's
if
the
we all
end.
work together, we could actually feed.
Do you
And
know,
why
do
the
you know in
world-
North Korea, they don't even play the stuff we have on TV, they don't have that?
What?
In North Korea, the stuff you see on TV here in America, they
Yeah,
don't see
no,
that
they
in
don't
North
have
Korea.
that. No, they don't. No.
Was that one of the places you've been to?
Ooh.
Or you
I'm
know
North
it was
Korea.
so...
If I was in North Korea, I wouldn't be here now. I'd be a prisoner. There's only one guy, one military that walked across the line like a dumbass, and he finally came back and was like, "So what the hell you
No,
think?"
that place is crazy. Oh,
Oh,
hey,
God, John.
this place, that's what I'm saying. This world in
The perspective
2026.
that I have for me
Man, I'm
is we
great.
don't have to be the same.
Listen, I'm 30.
And it would not, if it would be weird if we were all the same.
It would be a little.
Yeah.
Everybody dressed the same every day. That shit would be crazy.
All right.
That would be crazy, right?
All right.
It would be like, hello.
So I look at this like this. I'm a football fan, sports fan.
No, like imagine you and I dress the same every day.
If we,
like, that's
I
my
know.
bro.
Let's imagine we had the same face, the same haircut.
Bro, every day. Every day.
Even-
Forever. That shit would
It
suck.
can't be no
You see
order
Spencer,
without
everybody look
differences.
back.
But even more so,
It sucks.
if we
It sucks,
Imagine,
dude.
Ray, everybody look back.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Kendra, everybody look back.
Dude, it
But
was
even-
crazy.
but
So
even
we
more-
don't want everyone. We want.
Because everything is really not good and bad. Everything is positive and negative.
But
And
even,
you remember,
even more so.
you remember when I
That's
told
what
you
gotta
about
look at,
balance?
positive and
No,
negative.
you remember when I told you about balance?
Yeah.
Balance. Life. When you
Right.
understand life, like I thought, cause me, I be having deeper thoughts than the average person. I swear to
Yeah, I
God.
know. It's
To the
good.
point people think I'm crazy, and when you say I'm crazy, that's why I know your mind is this small.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody
So-
who
so-
tells me you're crazy, I just say, hey,
So-
this person's mind is this small, so I'm gonna just move.
So-
That's just someone's opinion.
Something very simple.
That's just someone's opinion.
Something very simple.
Listen.
People are so. Let me tell you, you can watch sports around here, football, college,
Yeah,
pro,
yeah,
whatever.
football, yeah.
You know what? If we all voted, everybody takes it so seriously. I'm like, look, man, if we all rooted for the same fucking team, it'd be really boring.
Of course.
Dude, you gotta
There'll be no
celebrate the difference.
competition.
That's why you
Then it
celebrate
would just
the
be
difference.
everybody
It's
is for the
different.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Then who else is for the other team? So it doesn't make sense. So that's the logic. It
Without
sounds
light-
good for
without
everybody to
light,
be on the
there's
same
not dark.
page, but it just
Without rain,
doesn't
there's
make
not sun.
sense.
Yeah.
Because there would be no variety. There would be,
Thank you.
you know.
It'd be really boring.
And I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but what I'm saying
Can I
is
tap my phone?
It'd be really boring.
that we can't be the same because
Bitcoin? What,
growing
what's
up is
Bitcoin?
genetics, paradigm.
Bitcoin went up a little bit.
Everybody doesn't have that thought process to be
It's-
strong and change.
Environment, upbringing,
Yeah,
education.
because
everything.
your upbringing could be bad, but you can have the capacity in your mind to change.
Listen,
it.
me, I was a child.
But
right?
the influences
I promise
in
you.
your life will take those bad or good experiences and mold them a different way. And by the way, your own psyche and your own genetics will do that too.
Yeah, paradigm.
This gets really weird,
It's
man.
Well, I think we gotta
I did
understand,
research on
like,
it.
it's so, like, you know,
But you're right.
I wanna.
some of us think
No
this
disrespect to-
deeply and some people don't, and that's okay too.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's okay.
they seem happy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's fine, and
Yeah,
like you
it's
just
fine.
got. I think we gotta be accepting of our differences and also accepting of ourselves.
I agree.
That's why I listen
So
to
I'm
understand.
gonna say this, right? And I learned this out of the religion, right? You was just saying this. Sometimes you say a word and people understand it just like they want. You said it to mean something
Yeah.
and people understand it just like they want.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of that happening
Yeah.
in the religion. You know how I knew that? It's
Yeah.
when you let's say I understand Arabic, okay? And when I get into every time I see somebody who's very, very fluent in Arabic, because Arabic, it got different levels to it. People who speak Arabic, like, they know what I mean. For example, when you go to Morocco, they speak Arabic, but not just Arabic they speak in Saudi Arabia. That's the real Arabic,
Yeah.
you know?
Darcy or Farsi or whatever. Yeah.
Farsi is different too.
I know.
So
There's different dialects.
when you look at the translation, you might use one word and you might think you understand the meaning when you translate it in English, but no. For example, when you say salah in Arabic, that means prayer. When you say dua in Arabic, in English, that means prayer. Now let me tell you the difference. When you say salah in Arabic, I would know you mean the salah is like specific. You gotta stand a certain way. You gotta act a certain way.
Yes.
Okay. But when you say dua, I know that's invocations. Like you sitting, you doing this.
Yeah.
That's dua. So you see how I can say, oh, the guy was praying, but maybe he was doing this. Yeah. But actually, he was doing the salah. And when you say it in Arabic, he was doing salah. Is no confusion. He was doing he was doing that act in a specific way, putting his head to the ground and all of that.
Yeah.
So when you look at the translations messed up a lot of understanding.
Yeah.
And the whole world evolving against that. That's why I tell people, open your mind. Don't think you just know everything. Do you know in the Bible it's written for Christians not to eat pork?
I did not.
Do you want me to pull it and show it to you?
No.
Do you believe what I'm saying? Do you believe what I'm saying?
I'll
I
look it
want you
up
to
later.
believe what I'm saying. Maybe if I show it to you,
so to
you'll
me,
believe what I'm saying 100%.
I mean, maybe, but
I
I
know.
don't. To me, I don't see.
I actually know.
Yeah, I mean, believing what you know, but like,
I know it.
Context of
If
different
it's in my
words,
suit by
different
accident,
languages,
that's
the
why I didn't even
context
ask
of
for
it.
I
about
just
my gumbo. I
like
said,
this
I
is
don't
how I
want
think.
to
I don't
say
know
it.
if this is
The
healthy or
context
not.
of different words
Huh?
are weird, but they literally mean different things. You
Yes.
can say the same word in one language, like
Yeah,
French,
yeah,
and it means
and
two different things. Of
two
how
different-
you,
yeah,
in
yeah,
what
so-
context you put it in, and how you
Thank you.
emphasize it, how you emphasize
yeah.
the syllables. It's
And
weird.
that's
I know that
So I know
some
that.
things are prescribed in the Bible. I've not read the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. So this is what, when I have the conversation with people, for example, one day I was at a bus stop. I was Greyhound. I was going to Utah. Okay, this is back in the day when I'm trying to get my CDL. Okay,
Yeah.
lady walk up to me. She didn't walk up to me. Actually, she was sitting. We were sitting and waiting for the next bus, the connecting bus. We was in Denver. And a friend called me to tell me somebody passed away. You know, it's somebody close. So when I got the news, my first reaction was like, Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inna like. So when I did that, the lady, I saw her, you know, some type of way. She looked at me sometime like, is he ready to blow up the place? Because I know every time I hear Allahu Akbar, some place about to
Well,
blow
is
up.
that what it means?
Allahu Akbar means Allahu Akbar means
Sorry,
like,
that was
you know,
there.
God is great.
All
Yeah.
praise, glory to God. Or
Yeah,
all
God
glory
is
to God.
great.
Glory to
That's
God.
what it means.
Yeah.
You know, glory to God. So when I said
I
that,
had to fuck with him.
she looked at me a certain way, and I knew already what it was. She was so curious. So she came to me. She was like, I overheard you say Allah. Are you Muslim? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, so I'm trying to understand, why do you guys don't eat pork? Do you know what you're missing out on? Bacon? You don't eat bacon? Seriously? She was like, why you don't eat pork? You know, I sat there for a minute. You know, she had got me for a minute. I sat there for like a minute. I couldn't tell her why. I really,
It's
I
a
genuinely,
cultural thing, but I don't know why.
but I'm gonna come up with a why now. You know me, I'm a Taurus, so I'm not going out like that.
Yeah.
You know, I sat there for. I said I have to
Like
sit
that.
there.
It's like
I'm not gonna
like
give her a
farming.
bullshit answer. You know, I want to give her a real, valid, genuine answer too. And I thought about it. I was like, what does it? Even when you look at the etymology of the word Muslim in Arabic, Muslim means submitted. Who are you submitted to? Whoever created you.
Well, that should be God.
Whoever created you.
Allah, God.
The creator, whoever was the creator. That's who you are submitted to. So if you're submitted to somebody, if they say don't do it, you don't ask too many questions. You just don't do it.
Yeah.